game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. Pass to Looney. Shot clock at 6.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Looney with it. Now guarded by Murray. Gordon against Curry. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
And Jokic throws it down.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in two-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in three-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Murray against Curry. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Curry following the score by Jamal Murray. There's the 3. They get it again. Back to Green. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Another shot. Driving to the basket. And it's good on the way in. Curry's got his second basket.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
Jackson Davis.
Curry dishes to Butler. Curry a screen on Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Butler gets it to go.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted. There's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And the Warriors with possession here. Denver able to drain the free.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jokic passes to Murray. No good from outside. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They're leading by 8. And slam dunk by Butler.
excellent all-around performance so far against the big league.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Here's Curry. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 9 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And that one's good by Porter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Curry. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Warriors.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Podziemski out there with Payton. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward.
A true sniper from long range, Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Pass to Butler. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And so it's Golden State with it. They've led by as many as 14 points.
You gotta love his hustle, beating the defense, no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Butler is a selective three-point shooter, but he'll knock them down if he gets a quality look.
And again, Denver no good. Warriors leading by 7. Launches it. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Goes back up, driving inside. Payton finds Butler. No good on the 3. Denver's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Here's Brown. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Payton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
Moses Moody, he's checked in for Butler. Some changes here for the Warriors. Mooney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Buddy Hield in for Gary Payton. Clark, as you look at the career of Aaron Gordon, he has blossomed into an elite role player.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he's done that. He's embraced his role. He's embraced taking fewer shots and playing more defense and getting on the glass more and making hustle plays. Not everybody would do what Aaron has done. It's a credit to him that he's been able to, again, embrace, not just accept, but embrace the role that he serves for that championship team.
Pass to Podziemski. Hield left side. Now Looney. Sharge grabs the board. And they're moving it up. Here's Westbrook. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Love it when Westbrook takes it right at the defense like that, strong, and then finishes as well.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 5 points so far.
And they keep hammering away
away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's the drive. A nice shot by Brown.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
There's the double team with Westbrook. On the wing, Hield. He has 5. Here's Moody. Back to Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the screen. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A nice shot by Moody.
Moody just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Up top, Porter. Defended by Moody. Porter, no luck. Warriors leading by 8. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Westbrook passes to Brown. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Porter. Lob pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Porter with the steal, and now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Podziemski lays it up off the glass, and the Warriors lead by 6.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Here's Westbrook. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Podziemski. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot from live. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Jordan. Peyton Watson is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's John Shaw in at the 4 slot. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Offensive rebound. Peyton kicks to Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Murray for 3. And again, Denver no good. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Curry can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 12. In the corner, Murray with it. For the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Curry goes inside.
And this is where Steph thrives. The more room he has to run and operate, the more dangerous he becomes.
Over to the left wing. And that one's good. Shanshaw. Shanshaw's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry looking around. Out to Peyton. Pass to Green. Murray against Curry. Curry crashes inside.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. Knocked loose.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Watson for three. Another three for Denver.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. 7-point differential. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Nuggets trail by 7. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Warriors leading by 7. From downtown, good on the triple. Kuminga's got 7 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on. Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They get it back. Tries again, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Golden State. Over in the corner, Green. To the right side. Here's Moody. Defense right on him. Basket counts. Jackson Davis has got his first points of the game.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Here's Jokic. Jokic rumbling to the bucket.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
Here's Podziemski. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 5. Murray scanning the floor. It's stolen by Kuminga. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A terrific. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody is out there with Podziemski. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Knox in at the 4-man position. Here's Jokic to the wing on the left. Here's Brown. The slam by Jokic.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Jackson Davis finds Moody. Here's Knox, defended by Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jackson Davis. Over Jokic. And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Westbrook. Jokic sets the screen for Westbrook. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Here is Porter. Just 3 to shoot over Butler. That's good from Porter on the assist by Gordon.
The assist.
13 points for Michael Porter.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
To tie it up. Connects from three-point range. It's all knotted up.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And there's Butler with the flush.
JB not backing away from fighting for position, showing the athleticism on the putback.
Here's Jokic. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Payton with the screen for Butler. Back to Payton. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Gordon. Right wing to take the lead. And it's Jokic missing. Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Green, no luck. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Goes back up. And Rooney sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. There's 1:47 left to play in the final quarter. Jokic passes to Westbrook. 4 on the clock. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Curry. Pass to Looney. Outside for Curry. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The Warriors making a switch here. Fields checked in. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 2. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle spots for the Nuggets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
As Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Healed from outside. It's good from long range.
And this team believes in Hill. But there, he repays their confidence by executing in the clutch.
Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14 points. Lets it go with a 3. Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Brown. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Warriors basketball.
And the Warriors with possession here. Jackson Davis with it. Westbrook picks him up. Butler finds Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
On the wing, Heel. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead. The drive by Jokic. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference once they started to really play.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Julius Randle out there with McDaniels. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. And here's Minnesota now. McDaniels from long range. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And here's Butler outside. Minnesota with a rebound. Pass to McDaniels from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Randle, good. We played just over a minute here in the first. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Now here's Curry. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. And Edwards, here we go. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Gary Payton, second.
Yeah, momentum and commitment on the drive from Edwards. Going inside and running right into a foul.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Hauled in by Curry.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, let's just say that makes up for it.
Gobert finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Payton. Edwards gets the bucket.
And how about the deep ball right there? Edwards looking comfortable for way outside the arc.
Here's Curry. Basket's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And it's Butler off the drive, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
To the left side wing. Randle inside. Jackson Davis on him. And here's Edwards outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And the three-pointer goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Edwards, a pass to Alexander Walker. And he's going for the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow. Edwards with the hops, the long arms. Easy guy to hit in the alley-oop game.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Golden State with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. McDaniels from long range. That one doesn't drop. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 1. On the wing, Curry. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. play. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Green. Hield's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. Here's Hield. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
Randall outside. From downtown, and another three from Minnesota. Butler, a screen on Edwards. Here's Podziemski. And here's Kuminga for three. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center position.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Randall can't hit. Warriors trail by three. Hield passes to Butler. Butler on the bounce, hitting his third shot in 7 looks.
You see how effective Butler is driving inside. The combination of muscle and athleticism is tough to stop. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got 7.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Back to Hield. There's the triple. Drains the triple. Hield's got his second basket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Here's Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with a 3.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And here's Butler outside. They get it again. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Warriors.
Looney, a screen on DiVincenzo. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
And the Warriors make some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Payton comes in for Kuminga. And it's Curry in for Podziemski. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. Hield finds Payton. Parries it down low. Payton's got 7 points in the game.
A find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Team foul.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Hield. Driving to the basket, and he goes in for the dunk.
You can't take Hield's athleticism lightly, especially when he's looking to slash his way inside.
Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career. Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
On the wing, Alexander Walker, guarded by Hield. Edwards fires from way outside. Minnesota again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Green. Oh, look at Draymond flexing with that finish.
That's just bully ball. Green knows where he wants to go, and no one can do anything about it.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. Left side, Edwards. Shot from the top of the key. DiVincenzo on the wing. Minnesota again missing. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Randall. 7 points in the game. Right wing. Here's Alexander Walker. Money on the 19-footer. Alexander Walker's gotten 4 this quarter.
A nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense. I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reed for 3. Drills it from deep. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game. DiVincenzo with a steal. Back to Reed. DiVincenzo finds Reed. Fires from deep. No good that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Warriors on top, up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Curry and Hield to the sharp shooting backcourt. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Hield.
For your Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
Butler against Clark for the tie. And Shannon gets it to go. Shannon's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Payton with a screen on DiVincenzo. On the wing, Curry. DiVincenzo covering from behind the arc. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
Pass to Shannon. Outside Reed. Three-pointer off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Jackson Davis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. DiVincenzo, pass to Miller. Outside Reed for 3. Connects from downtown. Reed's got 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Curry creates inside.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Oh, stolen by Payton. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. He's off on the layup. Timberwolves trail by 4. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Curry. Here's Clark. Back to Reed from 17. And another basket for Minnesota.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Jackson Davis a screen. Fires the 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Shannon. Over Payton. Shannon's shot is off.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Puts up a deep 3. He got it. Butler, the deep 3.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
He's got an off-season program that will make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Now here's Butler. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Back to Looney. The 3 ball. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the 3rd. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Field up top. 7 points in the game. Misses in close. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Here's Shannon. No good on the 3. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Butler. Moody's checked in for Butler. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
1:07 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Looney. And the Warriors miss again. The Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the 3rd quarter. And Edwards, here we go. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Close in. Moses Moody.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Looney. Back to Pajemski. Looney with the ball. Still no points. It's Hield with the drive. Banked it in off the glass. And now a 7-point Warrior lead.
Scoring close in. Hield is more than just a 3-point gunner.
Miller on the wing. There's the 3. He's off on that one. The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 in the 2nd half. Oh, Moody deadly from there. Edwards, the pass to Miller. And miss after miss right now.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, ending the quarter up 10. 4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Warriors lead by 10. On the court for Minnesota. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Shannon in at the 2. Now here's Moody. Looney passes to Kuminga. Reid with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Defensive foul.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Clark. And it's Anthony Edwards in for DiVincenzo. The finish! Edwards on the attack in transition.
Just a terrific all-out effort from Edwards on the fast break. He gets the ball and finds an open path to a shot.
Healed with room to shoot. Randle pulls down the board.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
From down in the low post, it goes.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside for Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 9th assist of the game now. And here's Edwards outside. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Butler outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Randle right side. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Letting Randle get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Shannon. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to McDaniels. Randle, a screen on Butler. Here's Shannon. Clock at 4. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Takes it inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
Fast break, Minnesota. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Now here's McDaniels. Right side, Edwards. Oh, stolen by Payton.
Minnesota foul. Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one falls for Curry. Fields checked in for the Warriors.
Number 7, Buddy Hield.
Outside Curry. Three-pointer. And Hield gets the 3.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
For 3, Randle. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
And you got to have some confidence to fire back like that. Randle with no shortage of confidence.
Curry. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Edwards looking for an opening to the inside. Here's Randle. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Launches it, and that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game. Puts it up from the high post. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Randle's got 9 points now in the quarter.
an intense player on the boards. Love seeing Randall get after it and punish the opposition. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Randall. Outside, Alexander Walker. Right side, McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Randall against Green. The Warriors pull it in.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Shot is good by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 15.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Now here's Edwards. The three is up. He drops it from range. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And that one falls for Curry. It's both from the stripe. Healed against Edwards. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A clean. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce.
should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Fires from deep. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size, he's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Here's McDaniels. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And that one's good by Porter.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Conley for 3. Porter pulls it in. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Murray, good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Conley feeling it out. Wide open shot is on the money. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Fantastic at capitalizing from those spots. Conley has a dynamite-looking jump shot.
Takes a shot at the elbow, and Denver again with the bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Kept alive. A second chance effort. Shoots a fader. It's not going to go for him. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 1. McDaniels gets a wide open look. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do.
He is a class act. David, thanks.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And you look at this year's Denver team, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Murray, good.
And the best scorers, like Murray, they believe every shot they take is going in, no matter how deep they are on the floor.
Edwards looking it over. Fade away. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Edwards got 5 points so far. For 3, Murray. Gobert pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Top of the key. And again, it's Minnesota converting. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jokic, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Conley kicks to Randall. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For 3, Murray sinks the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up jumper is a thing of beauty.
For 3, Edwards. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Handle out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Denver in the lead. Here's Brown. Nothing on the board. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest on the line.
21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a cup.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Nailed from three-point land.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Conley finds Randall. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's the 3. Mike Conley with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. It's Edwards on the wing for Murray. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter. Denver's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Jokic. Rebound, Minnesota. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Takes a 3. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
For 3, Murray. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Randall a screen on Murray. And here's Conley outside. Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Gordon. Randall grabs the board. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Gordon's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Over in the corner, Edwards. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And again, Denver with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Gobert against Jokic. Gobert dishes to Conley. This one for three. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Murray outside. Over Conley. Murray, no good. Minnesota's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here's Gordon. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And Hooga going after this from Ball Arena.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about a shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
They've got Peyton Watson. Russell Westbrook out there with Jordan. And it's Chen Shaw in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Watson surveying the D. And again, Denver no good. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Here's Alexander Walker. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bryson with the bucket.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. There's a screen. Launches a 3. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Here's Shannon. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Minnesota in the lead. With the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The windmill finish. That is nasty. How do you do?
Oh, finishes the play with utterly no regard for his own safety. 4-on-3 break. Here's Shannon. Not enough on that one as it misses. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. That one falls.
The key for Westbrook is having his feet under him. I mean, when he does that, the jumper is wet.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Watson. And again, it's Denver.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Here's Reed. Drains it from beyond the arc. Reed's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Minnesota with the rebound. Miller surveying the floor. Offline with his three. The Nuggets trail by 3. From deep three-point land. The shot no good. Tyson. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Wasted no time on that one. Shannon's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Westbrook drives in. Misses from close range.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Alexander Walker. That 3 off the mark. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Count that 1. The Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Westbrook.
Changing ends. Westbrook just moves at a different speed than everyone else, and he runs hard all the time.
Miller outside. That shot missing.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Watson, the pass to Westbrook. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the 4th? And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Miller. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Naz Reid. Then it's Miller. And it's Shannon in at the 3. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo misses the 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Westbrook drives in. Rebound, Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Shannon. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. He's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's McDaniels, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself home.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Porter with the screen for Gordon. Tries from 16. Tries again. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Porter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Gobert with a screen for Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Edwards got 20 points.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch.
Murray. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. No good with the wing jumper.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter. The Nuggets trail by 5. From deep, Jokic. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 4 rebounds in this game. Lots of room. Good on the bucket. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
For 3, Gordon. Rebound, Minnesota.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
From deep, Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Lobbed up there for Edwards.
And looking for a very good shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And it's Jokic missing. And here's Edwards. Fires from way outside. Missed. And so Minnesota takes the win. They seem to... Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up. So for...
aren't played on paper. But if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Butler in at the 3, small forward. And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Denver. Pass to Payton. And it's Butler with the jam.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
Outside Murray. Looney grabs a miss. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team it. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy fixing Steph. Ryan?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Looney finds Green. Looney, a screen on Gordon. Green for 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Love some AG highlights where he's jamming it down like that.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, BA, not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Such a wide-open look. Butler's got 5.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Here's Murray. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Green. Looney passes to Curry. Looney, the screen. Outside Payton. From deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. The 3. Again, the miss by Murray. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Looney passes to Curry. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Tyson, he's checked in for Jamal Murray.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Payton passes to Green. Back to Payton. Fires the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Denver has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Brown. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, BA. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of it.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons. Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
1:14 left in the first quarter. Here's Tyson. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. From the arc. Curry's shot is off. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
Yeah, we can talk about the insane dunking, but Aaron Gordon is such a great glue guy. All the little things and willing to sacrifice his numbers for the good of the team.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Now here's Curry. Down low. Now here's Hield. The D's right on him. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Denver. Here's Tyson. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Nice move. And it's Curry laying it in. Curry's gotten his second bucket.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical, too? Wow.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. He got it up. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's Denver. They're up by 4. And if you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Tyson in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. And here's Porter outside. Pure from three-point range.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Tyson kept alive. Porter against Butler. Porter the pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Up and in on the layup. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
And nice to see Michael Porter Jr. making the decision to share some of the offensive load and not force it.
Here's Podziemski. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Tyson, nice jump shot. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that is a merciless dunk coming from Aaron Gordon.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Westbrook comes in for Tyson. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Jimmy Butler. Here's Hield. Brown grabs the board. The Nuggets lead by 6. You know, not too many teams have the stability and head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. There's been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with. Buddy right there trying to score and forcing the issue a bit.
These are his first free throws of the game. Jordan's checked in for Denver. Hield hits them both. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And there's Porter on the assist by Westbrook. Porter's got 5 points.
Porter showing just great body control that time, taking the hit. He keeps his eyes on the rim. That helps him score and finish.
To the right side. There's a screen. Back to Pajemski. The three is up. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Watson passes to Brown. And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Minute 32 left in the first half. And here's Porter outside. Rebounded by Hield. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Moody. Drives to the hoop. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And it's Watson missing. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Outside Moody. Back to Looney. Porter with the steal. Looney passes to Hield. Let's go with a three. Gets the three to fall. Hield's got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, nice to see Buddy Hield. This is where he gets his bread and butter kind of plays, sinking the deep triple.
Now here's Porter outside. Gets the 3-ball to go. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the Bucks.
A different look for Denver. John Chars checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Tyson in for Brown. Here's Payton. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Pass to Watson. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. That's a jump ball.
Here's Moody. Moody gets one inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Michael Porter, he's been the guy making things happen for Denver. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
On the floor for the Warriors. Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot. It's stolen by Curry. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best 3-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does. There's no one that produces the way that he does either. Man, you see his eyes? Westbrook never getting off the rim there, and he has the focus to absorb the contact and still convert.
Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney, and the former league MVP in 2017. A long list of accomplishments for Russell Westbrook.
Well, how many times, BA, have we seen players celebrated in the way that Russell has been as one of the best players in the league, move and transition to a role off the bench? He's done it with a lot of grace, a lot of class, and has been very accepting of his new role.
Knocks down the triple.
Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
And book it, John.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Moody, and he banks in the layup. Moody's got 6. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Westbrook. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And if you have that kind of quickness and can handle the ball that well, you're going to get off a makeable shot. Westbrook did it there.
Curry with it. Jordan picks him up. Curry passes to Green. Here's Moody. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson Davis, and he jams it home with authority.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Denver has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
And here's Jackson Davis. Here's Curry, pounded by Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. Curry, no good. Denver has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Westbrook into the lane, gets the bucket, and the foul! It's on Stephen Curry.
A monster drive there by Westbrook, so explosive. Contact phases him not in the slightest.
Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Stephen Curry. Blocked! And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Draymond Green. And here's Butler outside. He can't get it to go. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Nuggets. 4-point game. 3-pointer, no good. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Butler on the wing, defended by Watson. Butler with the ball. He's against Watson. Soft touch off the glass. Butler's got 9 points.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Tyson. Takes the three. Second chance shot. Here's Jordan over Payton. Goes up again. Tipped. Here's Tyson. He's defended by Looney. Here's Jordan, and he comes up with a bucket. 6 points for him.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Knocks it down from distance. 8 seconds left in the third. Here's Butler. And here's Kuminga for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's Murray. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Yeah, there's a feeling sometimes, even at 6'3", when Murray gets to the interior, he plays a bit bigger.
4-3, buries it from 3.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Heel. Butler against Porter. Looney, a screen on Gordon. 5 to shoot. Outside Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney.
Well, it's so hard to try to defend Joker. You never know what it is that he's going to do. And because of that great vision, he's got great counting.
Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Out to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Now Jokic. He got a piece of it. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Now Pajemski. Outside Butler. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
And attacking and playing with intensity, Jimmy Butler, a ferocious competitor.
Murray passes to Porter. They get it again. Jokic. Good on the bucket.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. You get your feelings hurt.
Pajemski into the lane. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Pajemski's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
From deep, Jokic. Ooh, that high release of Jokic as he buries the three.
That three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
And stolen by Murray. 1:49 left in the fourth. Here's Porter. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The combination of the athleticism and the size of Porter Jr. is very hard to guard. That time, he takes a hit.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Green, a screen. Curry looking it over. Pass to Butler. Green with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Oh, look at Draymond flexing with that finish.
A tough shot from Draymond Green, but he brings this out of his squad and frustrates the opponent.
Out to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Offensive board. Not going to go that time. Warriors trail by 6.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Jokic drives the lane, and the layup is good.
There's a different power in the way that Jokic is able to drive the basketball. A lot of defense is not able to stop it.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Tyson, he's checked in for Brown. Curry passes to Payton. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Tyson. He's covered by Curry. It's stolen by Green.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive. Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Jokic is doubled. Here's Tyson. Puts up a 3. With the tip. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
So it's Denver picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For
want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Payton is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the small forward position.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Randall. Gobert with a screen on Butler. 3-pointer. Green with the rebound. Butler passes to Green. Outside Curry. From deep 3-point territory. Offensive rebound. Here's Butler. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Edwards finds Randall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, this shot is in his bag. Julius Randle more than happy to take the jumper if you concede it.
Curry. Nice move. Rebound, Minnesota. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. And Gobert throws it down.
Boy, that's a dunk we'll see for a while. Rudy Gobert, a little sauce on that one.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, I asked him about the challenge they face in defending Steph Curry. He said Steph was so hard to contain because of his constant movement off the ball. Conventional defenses won't work against him. The matchups will be fluid. He'll see a lot of different guys coming at him. He's looking and needing a total group effort. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Green kicks to Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. 5 to shoot. And the baseline jumper, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Butler attacking. Outside Curry. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
3-pointer, Butler. Here's Green. Outside for Curry. 6 to shoot. Here's Payton. Got it. Good job in the low post. Payton's got his second bucket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And a deep three from Curry. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Here's Curry. 3 from the inbound. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Curry finds Butler. Payton from outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Alexander Walker.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's his first trip to the line.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Hield outside. And it's off from three-point range. Here's McDaniels. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Tie game in Minnesota. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then it's Hield. And it's Podziemski in at the point.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Here's Podziemski. And he uses the glass on the layup. Podziemski's got his first 2 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
McDaniels dishes to Randall. Back to McDaniel. Oh!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Conley. And another three for Minnesota.
Well, the ability of Conley to be effective at any range means the defense can never relax.
Here's Looney. Crafty move. That one, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 6. Like everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
The offensive rebound and finished off by Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Randall finds McDaniel. Over Moody. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Back to Hield. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the three ball. Hield's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13, and he gets it to go. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Edwards, he's checked in for McDaniels. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Payton comes in for Moody. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Now here's Randall. Back to Reed. from past the arc. The rebound by Hield. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Green, the screen. In the corner, it's Hield. Pocket 6. And there's the call on CLA-HR Walker. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in. Curry outside. 1:07 left in the second quarter. Those three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. Now here is Conley. He's got 6 from deep. Podziemski grabs the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Curry passes to Butler. Outside for Curry. Payton in the corner. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drops in the tray. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
It's Curry outside. And the Warriors miss again. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Timberwolves on top. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
These are the third quarter. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum roll. They're taking about the shots.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Clark in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Miller, lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. And for the Warriors, they're shooting the ball at 42%. And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Hands it from downtown. DiVincenzo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And a deep 3 from Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Hits it from 3-point range.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
DiVincenzo passes to Shannon. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to Payton. And stolen by Miller. Pass to DiVincenzo. Butler with the steal. Curry against Reed. Now here's Butler. Guarded close. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Yeah, that's fantastic execution. Jimmy Butler has excellent touch close to the rim.
DiVincenzo kicks to Reed for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Jackson Davis. Curry finds Payton. Golden State moving it around. Here's Butler. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
This, to me, is how Butler hurts you. The athleticism, the strength, the body control, draws the whistle, still finishes the play.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Green. On the heel, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. The Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in.
Timberwolves foul. Shannon. First personal foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Looney passes to Hield. Fires for 3. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Pajemski, and again, no good by Golden State.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Out to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Butler, no good. Minnesota leading by 7. Miller with a wide open look. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Warriors shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Butler. Back to Kuminga. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Kuminga's got his first 3 points of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. The Warriors pull it in.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Fires from way outside, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a turn. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson.
You got to be kidding. Now you see Jimmy Butler's willingness and almost really relishing the opportunity to get his teammate an open look.
Green against Miller. Out to the right wing. Butler with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Watch your head. Jimmy Butler in the house.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, Rudy's checked in for Butler. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. We have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. The Warriors lead it. Here's Moody. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Moody's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Randall kicks to McDaniel. Back to Randall. And they get it. Pass to Alexander Walker. Plenty of space. It goes straight through with the switch.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Outside Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
You see the instincts of Curry on the interior. Defenders might be lurking. This guy too good.
Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Curry passes to Payton. Back to Curry. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Moody finds Jackson Davis. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The shot goes down and gets his game back to even.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Moody. Defended by Alexander Walker. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall right side. And Randall throws it down.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Here's Curry. He takes it in. Count it. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Pass to Alexander Walker. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Payton. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. Then for the Warriors, Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Stephen Curry. And Hield subbed in for Payton. Butler against McDaniel. Butler dishes to Hield. Outside Butler. Outside Green. McDaniels against Butler. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Edwards inside, working on Green. Inside, here's Randall. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Three-pointer, Butler, trifecta!
Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Moses Moody. He knocks down the clutch free throw. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Moody the pass to Kuminga. Pass to Moody. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heat. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Goes up off the inbound. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Now Denver's starting 5. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point. Now here's Conley. And here's Edwards outside. Gordon pulls it in. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Nuggets. Wide open look. It's good.
Hey, he's a big guy that can pull up from seemingly anywhere at any time. Jokic is just made a little different, folks.
Randall's got room. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked Coach what the plan is for slowing down Jamal Murray. They said, honestly, it comes down to team defense. You need to be aware of where Jamal is at all times. He can light you up. But Murray also conditioned, so we have to be smart guarding him. Always a difficult task defending the talented Canadian Jamal Murray. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Jokic's shot is good.
I know Jokic would perhaps rather find penetration, but he can hit these mid-range looks as well.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
McDaniels can't hit.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Porter with it. Randall's in his pocket. Jokic passes to Murray. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
For Denver, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Fires in the triple.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Pass to Edwards. Fades and shoots. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Gordon, right side, fires for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Randall that time on the assist by Conley. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Murray from outside. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
McDaniels finds Randall. Takes a 3. Now Conley. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
Out to the wing. Here's Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Give him 8 points now. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
And, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Edwards slams it in.
Textbook and perfectly executed that alley-oop for Edwards.
Murray looking around. Gordon outside. The 15-footer. Count it.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
The shot by Conley, no good. The Nuggets trail. And here's the fast break. Jokic way outside. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McDaniels. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Back to Jokic. Puts it up. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Edwards for 3, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this one.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
Now here's Conley. Randle on the screen. Conley, he's open, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Conley's got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Conley against Murray. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss. Gordon against Randle. Murray for 3. Randle pulls down the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. And here are the Nuggets now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Oh, Jokic with the triple.
The D has to get out on that because Jokic will make them pay if they don't.
Conley passes to Randle. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. Gordon outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Minnesota, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. McDaniels can't hit. Denver has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Jokic. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. Pass to Jokic. There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. And the three-pointer goes. Murray's got 9.
This is Murray's game, a shoot-first combo guard who's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
Now McDaniels, he's guarded by Porter. Randle against Gordon. Pass to Gobert, just 5 on the clock. 16 feet out. Gordon pulls it in. The Nuggets lead by 3. 1:03 left in the first half. Here's Brown. This one for 3. Here's Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheets in a big way.
McDaniels, that's good.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Jokic passes to Brown. From the wing, gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Randall can't hit. And here's Denver. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Murray. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Good chance here for DiVincenzo. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Got it off in time. He can't hit that time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Denver. They're up by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fair half-court shots. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shots.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. They've got Peyton Watson. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Chanchar in at the power forward position. Now here's Alexander Walker. The score now all even. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Here's DiVincenzo. Denver getting their last shot to go. Shoots over Westbrook. And another basket for Minnesota. About a minute played here in the second half. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Denver. Pass to Chanchar. Now here's Watson. Lets it fly. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Ingles. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Denver has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Here's Strawther. Launches a 3. Reed with the rebound. Right side Ingles. Rebounded by Denver. Now Jordan, still without a bucket. Jordan with a screen on Miller. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Reed can't hit. The Nuggets have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo. Holmes, he's checked in for Chanchar. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Counted from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Reed with it. Guarded now by Watson. Pass to Shannon. Beyond the arc. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Watson. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Watson's got his first points of the game. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Denver. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Miller pulls it in. The Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Shannon. Minnesota again missing. Denver has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Three-pointer Holmes. The offensive rebound for the lead. Great D that time from Miller.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Nuggets trail. Fires it. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Once he senses he's got room for the pull-up, he's going to take it, and that's really one of Westbrook's go-to shots.
Here's Alexander Walker. Cash money on the open jump shot. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Boy, that's a nice play. DiVincenzo's a bankable jump shooter from just about any range.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Holmes finds Jordan. Outside Watson. The 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Shannon. Knocks down the long J. And now a 6-point Timberwolves lead. Fires away from way outside. The shot off that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Shannon in at the 3, a small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's DiVincenzo. Off target with the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Turnaround J. And perfection right through the net.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Nuggets trail by 4. Up top, Gordon. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of skills.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Porter outside. Drills it from deep. Porter's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Here's DiVincenzo. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Jokic. Gordon attacking, and there it is for him.
And whenever there's an opportunity to drive, Gordon just flies to the rim. Great quickness, breathtaking quickness.
And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Here's Jokic. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Shannon. They get it back.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
From deep, Jokic hits the trifecta. Jokic has got 21 points in the game.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Brown. Jokic against Reed to take the lead. Second chance effort. Jokic's shot is good. 23 points in the game.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Look at DiVincenzo going on the attack. Knows they need some points on this possession, and he delivered.
Murray against DiVincenzo. Second shot opportunity, and Jokic lays it up and in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution.
And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Fires from deep. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Outside McDaniels. Wing shot on the way. Gordon pulls it in. Denver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. A good-looking shot from the wing. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
And it's in there.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. The baseline J is on the way, and that one comes up a bit short.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Ooh, Gobert with a steal.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
And he sinks it.
Somebody's lit a fire under Mike Conley.
Jokic with it. Oh, what a slam from the big man Jokic.
Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Randall. Oh, off target.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.